So, I think we got it.
I was a spelling
I
bee
really
champ in
just
like
have to-
sixth grade, so
Crazy.
that's kind of where some of it kind
Bam.
of kicked off.
Okay. So, now that I've validated that we're recording, Three Crafty Bastards. I'm B. Smith. To my right is
The Newg.
and to my left,
Mr. Classic.
the Walking Dictionary. Mr. Classic.
Yeah.
No, I want to call you 8 Mile because you remind me of like Eminem, like writing raps on a bus, man,
I
looking
wish.
words up in the dictionary. Yeah, Mr. Classic, of course, and Corey's gonna bring you a little segment tonight.
Yeah.
I
thought that was. I didn't.
I was gonna
thought
say.
that was a segue,
Well,
but,
here's what I was gonna say. He's gonna give you a little bit of what's nuts, but then I realized that we're all kind of nuts.
Yeah.
So
I thought we were gonna do one of these.
I'm just bringing it on through. Well, without further ado, man, Corey, what's on your mind tonight?
I think this is kind of cool how lately you'll see Disney's coming out with like time after time again. They're rehashing a lot of like the old animated movies,
Right.
and they'll bring them to life. Everybody's getting excited about them. What I wanted to know what your guys' take was mostly on them because going from the animated film, which we overwatched as kids, to like the live scenario where it's real looking cinema 3D now.
So they're calling them live action.
Yeah.
So
Right.
they're live action films. The first one that I was, well, I mean, if you want to go back to Tarzan, you can go back to Tarzan, but the one that's memorable for me was when they did the Jungle Book.
Yeah.
When they brought the Jungle Book out a few years
It's
ago.
actually the same director.
But I feel like you can go back even further than that because they did Alice in Wonderland prior to that.
Beauty
right?
and the Beast. So they've
Beauty
kind
and
of
the
been doing.
Yeah. Beauty and the Beast was after Jungle Book, though, right?
I'm just saying, as
Oh,
far
yeah.
as the
Yeah.
ones that they brought out, I don't know what the first one was. I don't.
As far as Disney goes,
Yeah.
I really want to say Alice in Wonderland.
And they're also doing like side takes on it, like Maleficent.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just side takes though.
True.
But they did Alice in Wonderland, and then they did Through the Looking Glass to follow that up.
Just they shouldn't have made that one. That one wasn't great.
I don't
Right.
like it either.
Yeah, I bought it just because I had Alice in Wonderland.
First one.
They also tried and failed miserably, might I add, with Snow White and the Huntsman. Do you remember that?
I like.
Kristen
I-
Stewart.
I don't like her, and she's coming out in a new movie. By the way, that's a sidebar.
She kind of looks.
She's
I
gonna-
know which movie you're talking about, and she
Charlie's
actually kind of
Angels.
looks like she's gonna do some good
She's
acting.
in Charlie's Angels.
The new
Yeah.
Charlie's Angels,
What?
Kristen Stewart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was kind of shocked by that one too.
I was thrown back, man. I was like, hey, I didn't want to cuss on her, but I'm just saying.
You know what? You got to give her a shot.
She's not one of my favorite actresses. She just has that stone face. I'm trying too hard to look on her face all the time.
Right.
Anyway, back to the live actions.
Yeah. I don't know.
they're like.
It excites me,
I mean,
honestly.
do you actually go watch them now? Because I know everybody was getting excited about like Aladdin when it came out. I wasn't,
I was not fired up for that one
No.
bit because I didn't even watch it in the cartoon form. So no.
and I'm.
Oh, cartoon form was amazing.
Yeah,
it
cartoon
was.
form's great. Yeah,
I'm just feeling like because I've overwatched them. Like something we talked about a long time ago was the fact that when you rewatch something that you've already seen before and it
Yeah.
kind of bugs you.
Yeah.
I noticed that when I went to go see Jungle Book live because they had a lot of similar features. I'm like,
I like the
I-
Jungle Book.
I liked it as a good movie. I mean, it was a good movie, but it's like I've seen this before. Why am I paying this amount of money to go?
I was
see it?
just about to say that. I was just about to cover Dumbo. Give me a chance to get to it.
Let me finish.
Dumbo's really good too.
Let me finish up with Jungle Book
Yeah.
because I loved the one that came out in the theaters. Very dark. It had more. I don't want to say adult themes, but I took my friend's daughter,
Mhm.
and she was a little curled up in the chair, like what's going on here? But it was good for me though. I loved it.
Right.
But and then they came out. They did have a sequel that came out on straight to Netflix.
Dude, that was raw. The sequel was so raw
It was
that my
actually a
girlfriend was
sequel?
like, turn it off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mowgli.
Yeah, Mowgli.
Oh.
Yeah, oh yeah. She was like, this is too much. Turn it off.
Was it actually Disney?
No.
As a net. I
It
don't know
was
if
like a Netflix original.
yeah,
But it was a
unofficially.
sequel to it.
Yeah, unofficially, because at the end of the first Jungle Book, they were trying to send him from the jungle to be with to be with the people that were just off in the other land, just outside the jungle. So they're like, well, you need to be with these people because you're a person. You're not one of us. No, I'm a wolf. You're a person. You need to be with the people. because he had the tiger chasing him, right? I
Right,
forgot
right.
the tiger's name. by
Shere
the way.
Khan.
Shere Khan. Yeah. So he was chasing him,
Mhm.
go with the people before you get everybody killed,
Right.
and he got people killed anyway. And then he goes to the people, and then the sequel is him with the people, and then going back to the jungle.
Right. Right.
So in a nutshell,
Bless Twice.
but
Thank
Dumbo.
Dumbo.
Okay,
I
so
did not watch it.
I want to watch it, but
I
I'm just
don't.
kind of nervous too.
may I?
Yeah.
May I? Okay. So here is the great thing about Disney bringing some of our childhood favorite movies to life is that shot for shot, which is how they always spin it, how they always advertise it in the trailers, shot for shot, damn, she's in all caps right now. She is mad. you hungry? Okay, so shot for shot, they will give you the comparison. They'll give you the side by side. They will give you the live action shot, and they will give you the trailer shot. Now let's step away from this Disney aspect for just a second. What is the thing that we dislike the most about comic book movies?
That you guys don't like.
Okay.
Because I'm not from the comic book era.
Right. Oh, okay. Yeah. So, Newg, what is the thing that we dislike the most? It's that they don't stay true to the story.
Yeah.
Right.
Even with Age of Ultron, Hank Pym created Ultron, not Iron Man, not Tony Stark,
Yes.
right? Which is the problem that a lot of people had with Age of Ultron as far as like Disney goes and superhero movies goes. Now let's go back to the Disney originals. Disney is giving you exactly what you want. Because fanboys like us that have seen those movies in the past are like, man, if Robin Williams ain't the genie in Aladdin, I don't want to fucking see it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's how I
everybody
felt.
saying.
I was like, Will Smith, like they couldn't have got somebody funnier. Sure, he's funny, but there's way funnier. They couldn't have got somebody more charismatic. Yeah, sure, he's charismatic, but Robin Williams was way more charismatic. They couldn't have got somebody that had the over the top like impromptu chops to do this genie.
Yeah.
And then you have that's who I said should have been the genie. I said they should have had Jack Black as the genie.
Interesting.
You think it would have brought a bigger crowd though?
I absolutely.
I don't think Will Smith is the same draw as he used to be.
He's
because
not.
he's faded out with.
He's not.
Starting with After Earth, he tried with Focus.
Yep.
And then he struck out with Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's fading out.
Yeah, even
he's not the same draw.
Even in the second Suicide Squad, they've elected to replace him. Yeah. It's not very often that you get Will Smith replaced by someone else in the movie, but Idris Elba is hot, right? He is, man. Come on now.
He's a little oversaturated too.
He's getting ready to hit in that Hobbs and Shaw.
I know, but
yeah. Okay. So anyway, back to my original thought. Right. Back to my original thought. Is Disney's giving you exactly what you want, because if the story varies too far from the childhood story that you knew, you're gonna be like, man, fuck this. Like that they didn't fucked it up, and I'm not going to see another live action Disney movie ever again. So with that being said, Jungle Book, shot for shot. Dumbo, shot for shot. And Dumbo was a great movie. We actually went and saw that like 10 a.m. on a Sunday, right? Great movie. Remained true to the story, had a great cast, and I hate to say it like it was a bad thing, but like over relatively quickly. It was like an hour and a half. So it didn't like require your attention for 2-3 hours like some of the other movies that we've seen. Beauty and the Beast, which I've seen.
Yeah, I did too.
Shot for shot.
With Kristen Stewart?
Yeah.
No. That had Emma Watson.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking of. My bad.
Yeah, so it had Emma Watson. And I've seen Beauty and the Beast, and I thought it was okay. Like, I remember the movie as a kid, and then I saw this as an adult, and I thought it was a nice adaptation of bringing that childhood animated movie to life. Again, the same thing with Alice in Wonderland. I will go see The Lion King. I have not seen Aladdin because I'm slacking. But to be honest with you, man, I wasn't as excited for Aladdin as I am for Lion King. Lion King is going to have a great voiceover cast. They are absolutely going to nail it. And I don't know if you've seen
Zimmer doing the sound for it too.
Yeah, so
he did all of Christopher Nolan's films.
Right.
He's his hand-picked composer.
So to answer your question, because I know that I've dragged on and you should be the one talking.
No, I thought this was quite nice.
I feel like that's what is required as far as an adaptation from a childhood movie, from an animated movie, needs to require. If they are going to do The Little Mermaid,
which they're still talking about.
they
they're
are,
talking
and they
about
had someone. They had
China,
Shailene Woodley.
China's done a version of it.
Have they really?
It's
Really?
awful.
Well, it's got to be kind of hard to do one that's underwater.
But they did Aquaman.
Yes, I think the way that it was done, that was one of the things that excited me, because it was like, how are they going to do a movie like halfway underwater?
You telling me Disney ain't got DC money?
I'm sure
Come
they do.
on.
Disney got Marvel.
I know,
money.
but I mean, in all honesty, I haven't really seen too many underwater movies besides maybe like the Finding Dory movies, where it's fully underwater. It's really cool, but I just think it's hard to tackle.
You have to remember that some of that story takes place on land,
Yep.
and how dark are they going to go with it? Because at the end of the childhood story, not the Disney movie, but the childhood story, she dries up and she withers away, man.
Yeah.
So, if Disney could give me the childhood
The
Little
Grimm's
Mermaid,
version.
not the Grimm's version, but the childhood Little Mermaid that I had to watch fucking 1,000 times because my little sister was obsessed with it, then yeah, I would definitely go see that live action. There's probably a few other stories that I'd probably go see live action as well.
Yeah, there's two. I want to bring out Robin Hood with the fox.
Mhm.
They've had Robin Hood basically without the fox.
Was
Right.
it good?
So is that? I mean, it wasn't.
Hello,
Wow.
fireworks.
It wasn't the Fox and the Animals version, but they've had Robin Hood. Can you say which? Yes or no? But here's the one I want to see if they did it would be Fox and the Hound.
Fox and the Hound. would
That's
probably
my
be good.
favorite Disney movie.
We are not excited about Sonic. And actually, there was talks. We were just talking. Her and I were just talking about them doing a live action Tim Burton Nightmare Before Christmas movie for the 25th anniversary.
And when is that?
I think it's like next year.
They're planning on doing that.
They're talking.
How are you going to do a live
I
action?
can't say.
I don't
I
know.
can't say it's going to get my money.
I don't know.
I wasn't excited about the other Tim Burton stuff.
She's
right, man. I was balling that freaking movie, man. I was balling.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fox
Well,
and the
I
Hound. It's my favorite. It's close to my heart, man.
So, I feel like maybe the question that we should ask is, what Disney movie do you want to see brought to life? What is not already done that needs to be done as far as adaptations from animated to live go?
What if they did a darker version of Cinderella? Because if the original stories before Disney really got a hold of it, it was pretty dark.
Right.
There was some pretty grim stuff going on. So if they did a darker version of that, I might be interested. But I'm going to stick with the Fox and the Hound.
Or Snow White.
They
see one of my favorites was, like when I was younger, was The Great Mouse Detective.
Yeah. Hey, was 101 Dalmatians was live action, wasn't it?
101 Dalmatians was live action. That was Glenn Close
Glenn
played
Close.
Cruella de Vil.
Yep.
Are there any other ones that we're forgetting?
Probably. I can't go through the whole list because I'm
Yeah, there's a lot. But let us know, man. If there's something that you feel like you want to see Disney bring.
I have a feeling they're
to
going to
life.
end up bringing Aristocats. I'm sorry. Aristocats.
That can't be that bad.
It'd
It'd be
that
that
bad.
entertaining.
People watch cat videos on their fucking own.
I know,
Disney
but I have a
makes
feeling
movies.
that's going to end up being.
Hey, did they go in reverse when they did the Hunchback of Notre Dame?
Mm.
They do a real movie of Hunchback of Notre Dame and then went to Disney.
Ooh.
Because I remember a black and white version. He was hideous.
Yeah.
I remember that. I watched
Gosh,
it.
now you got me like trying to break the bank on my mental Rolodex of Disney movies that they could.
Yeah.
No, you guys give us suggestions. Share this with your friends. Let them know that we're looking for suggestions or comments on Disney movies that could be brought to life. Pineapple Coconut IPA by Shiner. Send us some. What the hell, Justin?
He's never. Did he ever?
No, he never said. You're supposed to send Corey beer, right?
He's all talk, man.
Well,
Justin.
You know what?
Justin, come sit with us.
He's in Texas.
He lives
dude.
in Texas.
Get a flight.
Bring Shiner.
Or if they ever had cheap round trip flights to Texas.
Which I feel like they do probably.
That'd be good. I haven't seen any. I know that. Well, when I went to Myrtle Beach, I did that on Allegiant.
Right.
$121 round trip. They got some flights out to some down in Florida. Some I think one out to Arizona. I haven't seen anything to Texas.
What do you think the future will be like? If we're taking movies, if they're taking movies from our childhood and they're bringing them to life, what about the live action movies from our childhood 20, 50 years from now? Are they going to bring them to us animated because they have the technology to do so?
To put them back.
And I say that because like I'm looking over here and I'm like, Star Wars.
Yeah.
All shot live action. What about 50 years from now when everybody's bored with it? Which is what happened with the animated movies before they started going live action, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't bored with it.
I'm just saying.
Never.
50 years from now, Star Wars will hold validity, just not as much.
Yeah. I think it'll hold the same because as long as we're like I got after my buddy Chris when I found out his kids hadn't watched The Goonies. You got to pass down certain traditions in order to keep the excitement alive.
Dude, I was an adult before I saw The Goonies in its entirety. I'm not even gonna lie.
What?
I know. That's what
What's
everybody
wrong with
says.
you?
Finally, I had to watch it so people would get off my fucking back.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it was great.
It's like one of the greatest movies for a kid. It's a great one of the greatest kid adventures ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah, it was. It really was. Fun fact, Thanos was in
He was.
Goonies.
He was.
Yeah, so...
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Now that we've taken what you've said over...
Yeah, I forgot that he was in that movie. Yeah.
Don't ask us any more questions.
You're welcome. I'm a good conversation
Do you
starter.
have anything else to add, sir?
Well, I mean, I don't really have an opinion on it, apparently. But, no, I'm kind of holding back on it, though, because I'm so used to watching the animated ones over and over and over and over and over again. Like, I would actually go see a Mulan one.
Yeah,
Mulan would be
good.
amazing.
That actually
Probably
would be
really
great.
But I mean, there's not too many out there that I'd want to get to see. I wish they'd actually do a good version of Peter Pan, because all the Peter Pan ones sucked.
They do suck.
Yeah, but you can't go against De Niro and Williams together.
De Niro.
De Niro. Was
No, it wasn't De Niro. That was
As Hook?
yeah. Who played Hook? It was not De Niro.
It wasn't.
No, it was the guy who played in Rain Man.
Dustin Hoffman.
Dustin
Thank you.
Hoffman.
There you go.
Okay, you're right. Hercules wouldn't be too bad.
They were actually talking about that though.
I feel like
Hercules went in reverse too because they've had Hercules movies.
Yeah, but they made 2 Hercules movies in 1 year, didn't they? One with The Rock and then one with someone else, and they both flopped.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they did do that.
They
one.
did. The Hercules
Rock.
movies sucked.
I
Well, I
forgot
mean,
that
it wasn't
they did
live.
that.
It wasn't live action according to Disney though.
Right.
It was a movie according to the Greek mythology,
Right.
Yeah.
sort of. And they
Okay,
and they
so
both
if Disney did like a live action Hercules.
But I didn't like the Hercules.
See,
Disney.
I'm like
I wasn't excited
I'm a
about
Greek mythology like
I love Greek mythology.
Greek and Roman mythology. Like I love that shit. Like there's something that you can catch on Amazon that will profile a lot of that stuff, and it goes over 2 seasons, and that's all I'm gonna say about it. But like I watch that because it interests me, man. They're great stories, you know.
There was a one of the beer fun facts I have is based off of Greek mythology. They're saying what I think a beer taster or a beer expert's name is, and it's some long name. I just saw it today, so I barely learned it, but it's from the Greek word, the Greek goddess of something, Ceres, Ceres, Ceres.
Yeah.
But it's based off that term, so I love my Greek mythology.
Ceres was a siren, wasn't she?
Don't get me lying. I don't know.
I'm pretty
I have to
sure.
look it up. But I don't have anything else.
That was it. I liked
That's
that
it?
one. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good conversation starter. Where the fuck did that come from?
Well, when you talk about movies, you got me anyway. 'Cause
Yeah.
I love movies.
Yeah. I mean, Lion King's coming out July 18th, and I was figuring that there's a movie that's out tonight, but I didn't want to cover that one just in case.
Right. I will though.
Yep.
So
That was my point.
Nah. All right. So for 3 Crafty Bastards,
The Newg. I'm out.
Of course, I'm B Smith,
And Mr. Classic.
and this will be on YouTube. So we'll upload it to YouTube. We'll share it on Facebook. Share with your mama. Share with your friends. Share with your 4th of July family that you don't ever really see, except for the 4th of July when you're drinking beer. Share this with them too. It's 3 Crafty Bastards. We out.
Out.
Stop in the name of beer.
So mine's gonna be on the Lakers, and it can be quick because
Yeah, how long do we go on that? I feel like we went for like 20 minutes.
we went a little longer on that one because it was a little more interesting.
Okay.
I was just worried about making 5 minutes on mine, but all right.
Oh, I feel like I'm
The Lakers might be short, and I say that because the Lakers got their man in the last one that I did. They got their man Anthony Davis,
Mhm.
and